I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain, dancing in the rain. I'm happy again. I'm singing and dancing in the rain. Dancing and singing in the rain.
Welcome to our time of reflection this week. We began today with something of a downpour, and that's because I'm going to invite us this week to think about St Swithin's Day, which falls this week on the 15th of July. You probably know the old wives' tale associated with St Swithin and the little rhyme. St Swithin's Day, if thou dost reign, for 40 days it will remain. St Swithin's Day, if thou be fair, for 40 days will reign nae mair. Well, it is of course an old wives' tale, although I understand that there is some scientific basis that air currents change in the middle of July typically, and so does the weather. It rather reminds me of somebody I knew when I was growing up, the kind of person who would say, you'd say to them, "Oh, isn't it a lovely day today?" And their reply would be, "Yeah, but it'll rain later." Well, of course, it does rain later, whether it's later this afternoon or next week. Sunshine and rain, both are important in our seasons. So who was this St Swithin? Well, Swithin was a Saxon bishop of Winchester, and Winchester in Hampshire is a link diocese with the Newcastle diocese. So over the years we've got to know a number of people who lead the church there. He was born around 800 and died in 861 or 2, accounts vary. And by all accounts he was a gentleman of piety who lived a simple life, who enjoyed the outdoors, who invited people to come and eat with him. He walked everywhere. It rather reminds me of our own St Aidan from the Northumberland era. And when he died, it was his wish that he be buried quite simply outside, so that, as he put it, the rain would fall on me and people's footsteps might tread over me. But many years later, when Winchester built a grand cathedral, the church leaders at that time decided it would be a good thing to build a shrine to St Oswald and to dig up his body and inter it in the shrine, and so they did. And apparently the very day that his body was interred, the heavens opened and there was a tremendous storm, perhaps showing his displeasure. I understand that the rhyme about whether it rains or not is really meant to apply as to whether the rain falls on St Swithin's Bridge in Winchester. Well, I have to tell you, I checked the weather forecasts for Winchester and Ponteland, and for Saturday it's going to be showery in both places, so you have been warned. We often describe some people as being glass half full or glass half empty people, whether they're pessimists or optimists. In his reflection last week, Reverend Paul reminded us of the beautiful words of the 23rd Psalm, and how, as people of faith, we have a different picture. Our cup runneth over. We have so much to be grateful for. And thinking about St Swithin, I was reminded of a poem by Elizabeth Craven at the beginning of the 19th century. Her poem speaks of gratitude for the small things. I thank thee, God, that I have lived in this great world and known its many joys. The songs of birds, the strongest sweet scent of hay, and cooling breezes in the secret dusk, the flaming sunsets at the close of day, hills and the lovely heather-covered moors, music at night, and the moonlight on the sea, the beat of waves upon the rocky shore, and wild white spray flung high in ecstasy, the faithful eyes of dogs and treasured books, the love of kin and fellowship of friends, and all that makes life dear and beautiful. Perhaps particularly apt words for summertime. But later in her poem she also says, I thank thee too that there has come to me a little sorrow and sometimes defeat, a little heartache and the loneliness that comes with parting and the words goodbye. When I discovered that night's gloom must yield and morning light break through to me again. It's as if both the showers and the sunshine are necessary and special parts in our lives, day by day, week on week, year by year. Today is our last reflection before our summer break. In the autumn, we're going to move to a different pattern. So from the 1st of September, we shall have a reflection once a month at the beginning of each month with a different theme. Perhaps in September we'll be thinking about new beginnings. So I hope that you have a good summer, however you're able to spend it, whether it's sunshine or showers. And until we meet again, God bless. We're going to end today with a great hymn of thankfulness. Now thank we all our God.